What's up, guys? Welcome to my review. So since earlier I was on the topic of Fable and all that, I thought, why not continue it, right? So I'm going to be reviewing Fable 1 and Fable 2 today. I might review Fable 3 next week. First I have to beat it. Yeah, I haven't beat Fable 3 actually. I got it during Christmas, and I still haven't beat it. I'm almost done, but I'll let you know, if I do review, which I probably will review Fable next Monday, I'll let you know why I haven't beat it, it's taken me so long to beat it. Let me just start off by saying that I'm a huge Fable fan, but I'm gonna do my best to try to be like a bystander, on the outside looking in, so that I could give my my opinions, not so much because I'm a fan, but just because of what I really think of the game. The Fable games usually start off with your character kind of being a nobody. Like, you start off on this little town, and you're kind of a no one. And the storyline takes you through a plot where it kind of develops your heroic side. So it turns you into a hero towards once the story actually picks up. It is a fantasy, and it almost feels like a fairy tale. It's supposed to look fairy tale-ish. And the great thing about the game is that it incorporates a very witty and like sarcastic type of sense of humor. But as fairy tale-ish as it seems, it actually incorporates a really dark and cynical undertone. So it might seem like, oh yay, a fairy tale, but it's actually a pretty dark game. Some of the choices that you could do in the game are pretty out there. There's some of the experiences in this game that I've had are kind of, I don't want to say life-changing, but when it comes to my gaming style, this game, Fable, has changed the way that I play games, and I'll explain that in a little bit. It's an RPG, but it plays a lot like a strategy game. I guess it always reminds me of Zelda, the modern Zelda games. It feels kind of like that type of gameplay, but it is an RPG. The controls are pretty easy to learn, and your skills and your powers are mapped in a very practical way, so that you don't have trouble like, what the hell am I doing here? It's very, you just have to be pushing A, or it does a little, like, you have a little map on the side where you have like, this skill is going to be B, or this skill is going to be, X, and you get to map it. So it's practical, and it works well for the real-time combat. Now, one of the things that makes Fable stand out, it's not very unique because a lot of RPG games do this now, but you have the option to become good or evil. Now, the thing that is different about Fable is that whether you choose to be good or evil, it actually manifests in your physical form. So if you choose to be bad, it'll take it to the extreme and actually make you look like the devil. Like, you have horns, your eyes are scary looking, your skin color changes, it turns into this weird pigment, and you just look really evil. If you're good, I think this only happened in Fable 1, maybe Fable 2, I can't remember, but you would have like a little halo around your head. And you looked perfect. You were like this pretty little person. You almost glowed because you were so good. I remember that happened in Fable 1. I don't remember if it happened in Fable 2. I know that you did have horns and all that in Fable 2. But in Fable 1, in Fable 2, I can't remember if you did have the halo. Because in Fable 3, you didn't. That I remember. The intriguing thing about this game is that you start off as a child. There's different stages of your character. There's childhood, teenage years, and then your adulthood. Now, it's not like long times that you play. It's just like little spurts of your childhood, little spurts of your teenage years, and then your adulthood. So when you're a child, that's when you're introduced into the whole morality system. So that your first choices as a child kind of lead you towards whether you want to be good or bad throughout your whole playthrough. So the first morality issue that you have when you're a kid is a staple of Fable. They have it in almost all of their trailers, and it's pretty funny. It's just whether you choose to kick the chickens or not. If you kick the chickens, this is considered bad, apparently. I'm just kidding, I love animals. I would never kick a chicken. Charlie, get the freak out of my face, fool! Anyways, when it comes to the combat system, you have the option to focus more on strength, agility, or magic. The way that you level up is through these little floating orbs that are released by enemies that you kill. The strength orbs are red, the agility orbs are yellow, and the magic orbs are blue. You don't have to focus only on one skill. You could mix and match. So you could, but there's always one skill that you focus on the most. So what these little orbs do is they get you your skills and your powers and all that. So depending on how many blue orbs you have, or depending on how many yellow orbs you have, you could afford certain skills. And the interesting thing about this is that the skill that you focus on the most is actually represented in your physique. By that, I mean if you focus more on strength, you will get bulky. If you focus more on agility, you get like tall and thin. And if you focus more on magic, you actually start getting like a little pale. Your skin pigmentation changes, and your eyes do too. And you actually start getting like these cracks in your skin that actually glow like blue. So you look like hardcore wizard. You could use weapons in Fable. In Fable 1, you use different types of swords and different types of bow and arrows. You could also use crossbows. Now in Fable 2, they upgraded to guns, not just because it was, a cool idea to have guns, but also because in the storyline in Fable 1, during that time period, guns didn't exist. So when Fable 2 starts, I believe Fable 2 is like, I can't remember exactly how many years it is ahead from Fable, but I think it was like 40, maybe, something like that. But it was a while after, so guns started to become, were now available during Fable 2. Unlike other RPGs, Fable does have an environment that reacts to you. And by that, I mean that depending on how you look and your personality, people will react to you. In Fable, you could change your clothes / armor. You could add tattoos to any part of your body, different types of tattoos. Change the pigment of your clothes. You could change your hairstyle, including facial hair. So all of this will get reactions from the villagers. So let's say you have like, you're wearing dark clothes, and you've got these scary tattoos, and you've got this hairstyle that just gets you negative comments. When villagers approach you, you will actually hear them saying things. Or sometimes if you have this scary presence, they'll actually just run away from you because they're so scared. Your personality also has a lot to do with the way that villagers respond to you.